Hello, everyone. Sorry, I am so late tonight. Oh my God. It has been a day for all kinds of reasons. Am I right? Oy vey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday night. I just got off a plane 3 hours ago. Oh my God. So I don't know how long I'm going to last. But I did want to talk about stuff that's going on. This is going to be a very loosey-goosey stream, compared to some of my other ones because I am fried bologna right now. Yeah, so I was on a work trip. If you didn't get to see, look at this curl. If you didn't get to see my work trip adventures, you can check them out on my channel at another time. Right now, you stay in this stream and have fun. I put up a mukbang from Jollibee, which is like my favorite fast food restaurant. And also, I took a Waymo for the first time, and I had to call for help. So yeah, those are both up on my YouTube for whenever you feel like watching them, but not right now. Not right now. Let me pop out my chat. I got home, I showered, and then I sat down and was watching the WNBA finals with my wife, and it came down to like the last second. And I was like, they need to hurry up so I can start my stream. And then I had shit to do for this. So hi, everyone. Oh, you like the Waymo video? That shit was crazy. You're getting on a plane at 3 a.m.? Oh my God, where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, so it was a great trip. I have a lot of like personality, right? But it is exhausting because I have that personality, but it drains me, because I do feel like I have to perform, and I enjoy it. I like making people laugh, and I like, having fun, but I like nothing more than just being butt ass naked in a hotel room at like 64 degrees, no lights on, blackout curtains, and just getting blasted by the cold air. And just doing literally nothing. Like I had to do that last night because I was just so burnt out. But it was fun. We went to this like games place, and had dinner and games, and you can like rent it out. And they had axe throwing and bowling and curling, like indoor curling. And it wasn't like the full setup, but it was like a room. It was like a big room, and it was almost like shuffleboard courts, but they were ice. It was so fun. It was a really good time. I'm terrible at curling. I am good at axe throwing. Something I never wanted to try because I figured I'd be terrible at it. I got a bullseye and a couple other points. It was great. Oh, 64. Oh my God, it's the best. I mean, eventually I turned it up a little bit, but right away I gotta do that. I gotta do the ice cold. If you want to reference anyone with the collar stuff, Hannah E knows all about it. She's giving us info in the Facebook chat. Okay. I'm a 70 girly because there's ceiling leaks. Oh, Jesus. Now, I think a huge piece of why I love it so much at a hotel is because we don't have central air. Like we live in an older New England house. And so we just have like wall units during the summer. But listen, I'm gonna exploit a hotel air conditioner. I'm gonna override the settings. I'm gonna make it a meat locker, and I'm gonna love it. Hi, little kitty cat. You want to see everybody? Come here. Come on. It's Teddy. Oh, I missed you, Bubba. Did you miss me too? Did you have a nice time with other mama? Look at him being a baby. You're a good baby. Oh, Teddy boy, I missed you so much. He's like, put me down, lady. Look at him. You have the most beautiful eyeliner on. Look at his eyeliner. Are you a baby? Can you see yourself? He likes to watch TV. Bubba. This is Teddy Bird. That's what I call him. Hi, Bubba. Not a single purr. He's like, I was just going to get settled at your feet. He just likes to sleep on my feet. That's where he likes to be. Is he watching chat move? He's probably watching the bats. His brother will get up. Oh, here he comes. He's up on the table. His brother will get up on the table and like try to bat at the bats behind me. So you might see some of that. Ow! Oh my God. What else? What else happened? One lady got super drunk. I won't say anything else about that, but yeah. I love a middle-aged drunk lady. I just love asking them questions, letting them tell me about their lives. There's always some drama going on. Obsessed. So yeah, it was a good time, but it was really tired. It was really tired. It was really tiring. And it's good to be home. And I gotta say, I missed doing this. So I'm happy to be back and chatting about stuff. My flights were great. I see someone Callie asking about airports and flying. Yeah, I don't mind it when I'm doing it. Like I don't have any flying anxiety, which is surprising to me because I'm anxious. I mean, I guess I'm more anxious about myself, like my not my bodily functions like farting, but like my blood and my heart and my muscles. And, you know, like I have like body stuff where I think everything's falling apart and I'm dying. Something about being in an airplane, I don't give a fuck. It's like I've just kind of resigned myself to, listen, whatever happens, happens. I wish I could be that way anywhere else, you know? I wish I could be that way anywhere else. What's up next? Okay, so I am... Oh my God, it's International Lesbian Day? International Lesbian Day. Hang on, let me get a little... I think my lesbian tangent thing is still broken. I have to fix that. But we do have...
And she's also gay.
Oh, wait, let me turn this up. We want to hear that in full volume. What did you say about me, Ethan?
And she's also gay.
Yeah, she is. Shout out, lesbians. You're the best. The lack of air traffic controllers. Yeah, a lot of flights were getting canceled today and yesterday. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get home in time because I do have to like work tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm going to a writing retreat. And it's going to be very sad. Some of y'all have heard me talk about it on here, but one of the professors that was supposed to be leading the workshop got a very aggressive brain tumor, and I just heard yesterday that he passed away. So he's not going to be there. And that's very sad. And so it's going to be, I will be emotionally exhausted at the end of this because I was like up for 3 days, right? And then all weekend it's going to be like sad and somber and like celebrating someone's life, and then writing, and everything I write is very depressing. So definitely some extremes happening this week. Oh, Callie, I hope that it ends up okay. I hope it's going well. This was, yeah, he only got it like, I mean, we only learned about it like a couple weeks ago, and they said he had like 2 months to live. So, I mean, we thought that we might be able to, I don't know, find a way to honor him while he was still here, even if it was just like sending him something. But like, that's what I've been brainstorming like this whole week. Maybe let me see if I can find something. Maybe I'll read one of his poems. I love Baron. I can't believe he's dead. Let me tell you about Baron. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Let's see. Here he is reading. Look how what a sweetie he is. All right, let me pull this up. Why aren't you working? There we go. And I'll pull him up. This background with the graveyard. Jesus Christ. I might just turn this off for right now. There we go. It feels really weird to have that. So, Mr. Baron. This is Baron Wormser. He's such a sweet older guy. He was he was a poet, it says there, Baltimore, Maryland. And he was the poet laureate of Vermont for a long time. And he taught at my grad school. I never actually had like a full workshop with him, but he would lead these incredible sessions that anybody could go to, like non-poets could go to. And they were always so fun, like interactive breakdowns of famous poems and just like the different aspects of poetry that you don't really think about. So like he definitely impacted the way I think about word choice and sound and rhythm when it comes to even just writing short stories. So that's Baron. Very, very sad. I haven't really had time to like process any of this yet. So why not do it live? Why not do it live? Isn't this my emotional dumping ground? All right, let me see if I can find what is happening with my Stream Deck. Hang on, guys. Let me see if I can find a nice poem of his while I try and rehabilitate my fucking Stream Deck. Okay, which one are you? Oh, you're all the way over here. Damn. Damn, homie. Okay. I was not reaching for something to shock my cat with. We are obviously going to talk about Hasan tonight, but I think it'll be nice to start with a poem. Also, he wrote this really cool memoir because he moved his family off the grid in Vermont for 25 years. He lived with like no running water, no electricity. It's called The Road Washes Out in Spring, and it's just so cool. So let me see. Let's say Baron Wormser poems. Maybe he has some poems somewhere that we can read one. Oh yeah, let's find one on the Poetry Foundation. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that's like let's try a different one. Oh, what's this one called? Yeah, he kind of has like a beat poet vibe to him. So let's do this one. This one's called In a Cab. And he had the best reading voice. He would read all of our when we graduated, when we walked across the stage at graduation from creative writing, our MFA. When they would read our name and then they would read a line from our work, which was really, really cool and special. And every class that went through picked Baron to read because his voice was just like incredible. What if oh my God, is there a video of him? Hang on, everyone. Maybe we can get a video of him reading. That would be really nice. I don't know. I mean, he didn't really like market himself, so we'll see if we can get him reading a poem. Oh my God, they have seminars that I went to on here. That's crazy. Oh my God, I'm probably in the crowd for one of these. That's wild. All right, here he is reading. I just want you guys to get like a sense of his voice because he was just such a special guy. Introduction. Nature is cyclical. Let's do a short one. Ooh, the last chapter. Oh God. Let's see. Oh, look at him. So this was in 2013. So this was 12 years ago. He looks much younger.
Yeah. Well, Krista, one of my answers. And they died off.
Oh, we're just not doing the...
One way or another. You know.
Sorry, I'm going on such a tangent, but he was so special. Oh, this is a faculty reading, so I should be able to get something out of this. Here we go.
I am going to.
So this is my classroom. This is my MFA classroom. It was on a little island in Connecticut, and it was like kind of like a monastery. It was like a Catholic retreat, and we would rent it out, and the faculty would all get to read their work, and the faculty were all published authors. So this is Baron reading. I don't know when this was. 2016. I'd already graduated. Okay.
Read from a book that came out in September called Unidentified Sighing Objects.
Can y'all hear?
I read down here this fall, so some of you have heard some of these poems before.
Unidentified sighing objects. Oh, you're from Connecticut? It's called Ender's Island. It's in Mystic. All right, here we go.
And you can see me afterwards for a tuition reduction coupon. I'm going to begin with a villanelle called Climate. Elise, age 9, worries about the ice and polar bears with no place to go. She lies in bed, alert to her fraught life. Downstairs, her mother weeps. The words wife, unfair, too long, elongate and explode. Elise, age 9, worries about the ice. Her father tries to soothe this endless strife. He talks like that, full of what he calls woe. She lies in bed, alert to her fraught life, where no beautiful animals entice little girls to live in homes of snow. Elise, age 9, worries about the ice. Igloos melt, mothers mutter, knife the empty kitchen air, pace to and fro. She lies in bed, alert to her fraught life. What's been done is done not so much in spite as fear. Love marooned on a floe. Elise, age 9, worries about the ice. She lies in bed, alert to her fraught life. There are a couple poems in this book. I've done a lot of homages to artists over the course of my career.
All right, we're going to do one more.
And there are two in here to photographers. I'm going to read one of them. There's a great African-American photographer named Roy DeCarava, who lived in Harlem, worked in New York City, and took a lot of great photos of the jazz world in New York in the 50s and 60s. A really extraordinary artist. So this is one of his photos. It's of two people in a club. I saw a white woman and an African-American man. It's called The Present Tense of Jazz, on a photo by Roy DeCarava. Prim, in a dress, a jumper, a young white woman listens. A few tables away, a young Negro man wearing a carefully knotted tie listens. It must be past midnight. Reason has headed home. Only a few seekers still are up, tapping their internal feet to the sound the planet would make if it could riff a bit on its axis, invite a few stars down to agglomerate the gravity. Though
Agglomerate.
bound by time and space, you can feel these two people aren't likely to speak. They're listening. That feels sad. The miserable starch of history floating on top of the unmelted pot, but feels right and respectful too, since with each note their souls throb and faint, since as people they didn't know they were so big and small, so free, despite themselves. These two people in New York City in the 1950s, not looking further than the moment, not touching one another, which could make you weep for the loneliness of being in a body, and praise it too, their dignity, the music you can't hear but must be there. I'll come and read another poem now.
Oh my God.
That's
So that's Baron Wormser. If you like poetry, I highly recommend reading his stuff. Oh my God. So yeah, he writes a lot about like the 50s and 60s in New York. And he just captures it so well, or he did write about it. Oh. I'm always crying. It's fine. I've been crying for 3 days, so I know, and it's not about, like, I've just been, I don't know. I'm probably getting my period. Like, that's a piece of it. Like, I cried yesterday, like, sitting in one of our, like, marketing sessions because this woman, who was, like, the chief operations officer, introduced herself and was telling us about, like, she did, like, a slide of, like, about me, and she had all these pictures, and, like, the last piece of it was, like, this is my niece. You guys know how I feel about my niece. This is my niece. She's 20 years old. She's the reason I moved to Iowa 20 years ago. You know, and I just felt that, like, auntie bond, right? Like, before she even had kids, she was... Oh my God. So yeah, I cried about that, cried on the plane thinking about my wife and how grateful I am for her, and here I am crying again. So, welcome to being a fan of a Pisces streamer. We cry a lot here. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. I've been crying since you started playing videos. Maybe we all needed it. He lived a long life, and he helped so many writers, and he wrote so much. So yeah, I can put his name in chat if you guys are interested in looking at more of his stuff. I mean, just watch this. Like, if you're a writer, this is such a gem. Like, this is the stuff we paid for grad school for, to have these authors on this little island with us for a week and a half at a time, kind of having them captive, and because they, like, ate all their meals with us, and then they would do readings and do Q&As and run workshops, and then run, like, other, like, fun sessions. And I always loved Baron's readings. And I actually did this retreat 2 years ago with him and one of my other professors. So I actually got feedback from him on my own work for the first time, and it was, like, so validating. So I feel very, very grateful that I had that experience. Yeah, Olivia, he writes, it's very specific. Like, he loves the beat poets. And I think he kind of writes like them. And yeah, he does a lot of like referencing of artists and musicians and things like that. So it's like very kind of like pop artish at times, except, you know, about stuff for like 50, 60 years ago. So yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get when you are a part of the Gwamly, is you're going to see me cry a lot, because I just cry. I'm a crier. And I'm actually really grateful that I can still cry, because I'm on like anti-anxiety, antidepressants, and I don't want to be a robot, you know? So yeah, that's Baron. And I'm glad that I'm going to be with my writing friends this weekend. Because I miss them very much. And I think this is like going to be this is going to be a good time for us to like get everything out. And honestly, like I said, about the new Taylor album, it's hard to write about deep stuff when you're happy. So maybe I'll get some really great writing done this weekend, you know? He's so wonderful. Everything's good. Just one of my professors passed away. My former professors that I was supposed to see this weekend. But it's okay. He was an older guy. He lived 1,000 lives and helped a lot of people. So thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for letting me show you Baron. Okay. Let's have some fun, huh, guys? I clipped a bunch of things from today's surprise episode. We weren't supposed to get an H3, not a public one today, but we did because of everything happening with Hasan. Which, I mean, I was so fired up on Twitter yesterday about it, and today. And if you've been under a rock and haven't been on the internet at all, people are speculating that Hasan uses a shock collar on his dog Kaya because of, like, there was a moment of his stream where she went to get off the bed, his little cot that he has for her, which we are now seeing that she's on like a lot. Like, is not.
We got dickheads.
Thank you, Deeks, for subscribing. Yeah, so she's on this cot, and it seems like she kind of has to be on it. I don't know. But she went to get off, and he yelled at her, and then reaches, and we don't know for what, you know, it's all very up in the air still, reaches, and she yelps. And like settles herself back down and onto the cot. I will say I showed it to my wife with no context. I said, "What do you think is happening here?" And she goes, "She got shocked." Like, not a question, right? It was just like, she got shocked. I mean, we have a friend who uses a shock collar, and I fucking hate it. They should not have that dog. It's a very high energy, poodle, doodle, something like that. And yeah, I don't like the way that they treat that dog. And one of them uses the shock collar a lot, or did. I mean, we're not really close anymore.
Alex_the_fiction gave $2. Hasan,
Kaya chip clipped her foot on the bed.
Yeah, she chip clipped it. Yeah, also we have a bunch of new sound effects, so you'll hear those. That's most of the new ones are from Alex's stream for Palestine. So if you subscribe or if you give a gift, you will probably hear a new funny, silly thing that I've said. Yeah, my wife very clearly was just like, oh, she said she got electrocuted, but she meant like she got the electric shock. So it seems like most people outside of the Hasan orbit believe that that's what happened. Since then, Hasan first said that she like snagged her like a nail on the cot. But I feel like that came out of what his audience was already saying to spin it, or just that Snark had picked out, because he didn't talk about it right away. He didn't talk about it on stream right away. And there's really no way that he would have known that because he wasn't facing her. So how did he know so confidently that she clipped something, right? Oh, we're almost at 8,700. Thanks, everyone. So, but of course, like his flying monkeys are out saying that it wasn't, that's not what it was. Oh,
Girl with a microphone is in chat.
thanks.
Nathan
Thanks,
just gave
Nathan.
$4.99. Sounds.
Thank you, Nathan. Go follow Nathan and Dad. Dad in chat. Shout out, Dad. But yeah, so so he started with that, saying like, oh, she just clipped her foot, even though he had his back totally to her when she yelped. He had, just reached for the thing and was like this when she yelped. How could he have known? But then he got pressure from everyone to show the collar. And that's what I was saying. I was like, just show the collar. And that ends the discussion, right? Totally ends the discussion. But he was weird about it. He was weird about it. So we have some of the clips from the show today that we'll watch, just talking about that. And some of it's just them being like silly goofy, because it was a very funny episode today, despite dealing with a really serious topic. But yes, he shows the collar, and it appears that there is like, it appears he has, and this, I don't know if this is true. I have not done all of the like research.
God is going to suck everybody.
Alex_the_fiction gave $2. Why would Ethan Klein and
That's right.
Destiny shock Kaya?
That's right. Why would they do that? And also, has anyone checked on David? Has anyone even asked how David Dobrik is doing at this time? So yeah, I have not independently verified like these side-by-sides of the shock collar and whatnot, but what people are now accusing him of is taking the shock collar and disabling, like taking out the shock elements, like the prods, the prongs, and then putting a piece of black tape over it so you can't see that he clearly removed something, because you can see, and I'll show it. It does appear that there's like you can see the very clear outline of the shock collar mechanism, and then there's like a little piece of black tape that's just like a little off center, and it's like a slightly different black, right? And so you can kind of see it, but like Ethan said, why didn't he just say, yeah, I took the shock things off when I got it?
Trilogy sounds like my Saturday night.
Troy G gave $2. You can see the black tape on the back.
Right. Yeah, Troy. That's totally true. That might be my new favorite sound, is gay trilogy sounds like my Saturday night. If he wasn't lying, he would have admitted to the vibration collar thing. Well, and that's the other thing. They're like, he said he doesn't use a shock collar, which he didn't say. And then it was, he said it's not it's a vibration collar. And I'm like, why should we believe him? What goodwill has he built that he deserves to be believed right now? Right? Like, just because you say that and just because he said that, why do we have to believe him without any proof? And it is so rich. It is so
She's so
rich.
funny.
Oh,
Great
thank you,
Tickler
Great
just gave
Tickler.
$1.99. Hasan is not fit to be a dog walker.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's, as I was saying, it's so rich to see all of his fans be like, this is the worst kind of thing that's ever happened, to accuse someone of this, when all of them so gleefully believed, or not even just believed, they perpetuated, probably without fully believing, the lies that Bad Empanada came up with about Ethan literally killing Shredder. Like, let's go all the way back to how this streaming stuff really started for me. It was me speaking up against Taylor Lorenz for being full of shit and for being totally snark-brained, even though she was acting like she was totally above it. And how did I have the evidence of that? Because we DM'd, and during our conversation, she said, I don't think Ethan meant to kill his dog, which meant this woman was out here perpetuating a lie that Ethan Klein killed his dog. And now we have her being so outraged that people are having what seems to be a pretty normal reaction to something they don't understand on video. Video evidence. It's really hard to feel bad for Hasan. Because what did he do when Ethan was accused of these horrible things? Nothing. He did nothing. He continued to legitimize Bad Empanada by watching his videos and having him on stream and making jokes about everything with Noah Samson, right? He continued to platform all of the people, Denims, Casey Tron, who were pushing this lie, these harmful lies about Shredder, about Olive and the Giardia thing. And at the same time, like, as we're talking about this, we're like, oh, they're like, oh, you don't have anything, you don't have a leg to stand on because your favorite guy eats dog shit and feeds dog shit to his kids and gave everybody Giardia. And then we're like, no, he didn't. And then they say, well, that's what he said. And then literally the next day he corrected it. So we have to believe Hasan implicitly, like all the goodwill, all the benefit of the doubt immediately. Ethan followed up the very next day about the Giardia hypothesis, right? A year ago? Was this a year ago now? 6-9 months ago? And they still talk about it as if that fact has not been corrected. Like, you guys do not have anything, you have nothing to stand on. And normal people would be like, hey, if something like this that I genuinely believe is not true about a streamer I enjoy is able to spiral like this and make him look like this horrible animal abuser that I know in my soul he isn't, maybe that's what happened with Ethan. Maybe if it could happen to my fave, it's what happened to other people's fave. But no, there's no empathy, there's no insight, there's no self-reflection at all. It's just, this, Hasan is the only person this has ever happened to, right? It's only happened to him. It's the worst thing in the world. And my favorite is when they say, oh, there's video evidence of Ethan giving his kids Giardia. And it's literally him being like, Yeah, I think everyone has Giardia because Olive has it. I was like, show me the evidence of the house filled with poop. Like the video evidence of the house filled with poop. Show me the evidence of the children eating poop off the floor. Like these are things that were alleged by people like Bad Empanada and platformed by people like Denims and Hasan and Ian and Anissa, right? There is none. It was a single conversation that was corrected the next day. Meanwhile, we have video evidence now of Kaya yelping in either surprise or in pain or in fear. We have follow-up videos of Hasan flashing the collar on screen to exonerate himself. Meanwhile, he flashed a gun on screen for longer. And we have all these clips coming out from before of him like dragging a dog back by its tail. And other times that Kaya has deigned to stand up and him making her lay back down. Like so many clips. They went through a lot of them today. So it's just completely, it's complete nonsense. It's just nonsense. But they can't see it. They can't like wake up. But I imagine there have to be in Hasan's audience people that are having a crisis of conscience right now. Like I can't imagine there aren't hardcore dog lovers in that community, especially since there's like a whole like side fandom for Kaya herself. So if you really love Kaya, there is no way that you watched her make that sound and weren't concerned. And didn't immediately think that might be what it was. I'm sorry. I showed it to someone out of context and they said that dog got shocked. Ethan showed it to a dog trainer and the dog trainer said that dog got shocked. There's no way that a sect of his audience isn't looking at this and being like, no, this is fucked up. And Ethan did say that they're like deleting posts and chats and banning people. So maybe that group is finally going to see, oh, this is what the H3 community has felt like. That they see something plain as day, they're made to feel insane, and then they are completely silenced, and that any sort of dissent is completely squashed in this community. It didn't bother me when I hated the people it was happening to, but hey, now it's happening to me, right? Maybe that's what will come of this. Maybe a small group of his diehard loyal fans will see behind the curtain, you know? It's crazy that his fans have gaslit people so much that we're trying to prove he shocked his dog with a video where he very clearly, obviously shocked his dog. Right. Allegedly, right? Like we don't know anything. We can never know anything 100% unless we were in the room, right? But it is really weird that he didn't show the collar right away. To me, it seems like in those moments after it happens, when he's just like dead silent, he knows he fucked up because nobody is more audience captured than Hasan Piker, right? He thrives essentially on anticipating what his audience is hungry for. Like he is a master of knowing what to feed them. And this was not on the menu. And I think he knew in that moment that he was cooked. That was something he shouldn't have done. That it was probably something he does off camera a lot when he's at his computer, maybe working or prepping, or I don't even know if he does research, right? I would hope so. But it seemed like a reflex for him. And then he did it and he turned around and he just Like the dead silence made me feel like, again, this is just all speculation, that he knew that was not something he should have done on stream. Not something that he shouldn't have done. Something that he shouldn't have done on stream. That's what it felt like to me in that moment. Like, he may have been concerned for Kaya, sure, but I think he also realized, I need a second to figure out how to make this sound not as bad as it is, you know? And, you know, Ethan and Tom were saying, oh, well, if he just like said he was sorry and that he shouldn't have done that and that he's going to be a better dog owner or whatever, people would have liked him so much more. They also would have had no problem if he was like, yeah, this is how I train my dog. Fuck you. Right? Like, do one or the other, but this weird middle thing where you're like, here's the collar, right? And trying to like fake out the internet. That's not standing 10 toes down on anything. That is not 10 toes down behavior. So yeah, I think people would be like, wow, I don't agree with it, but I respect it. If he was like, this is my dog and I train her the way I want to train her, right? Yeah, he just wants to look so perfect. Exactly. And that's the thing. He can't even apologize to his dog. That's what I said in my little YouTube video. It's all a symptom of the same thing. And that thing is narcissism. So yeah, I would say don't even bother arguing with these people that are clearly not seeing what's in front of their faces, right? But just know that it's almost guaranteed that there are hundreds of people, maybe thousands of his fans who are struggling with seeing the truth and not wanting to be shunned from this community. Because that's like the first step of leaving a cult, is when your eyes get opened, right? You are so eloquent with your shade. Oh, thank you. I don't even know what I said. That's how shady I am. I don't even realize I'm shading. Hasan could murder someone in cold blood and these people would try to convince you that it didn't happen. I want to focus on the people who see it. Because like I said, dog loving people, like people who love dogs more than people, ain't no way they were okay with that, because they probably have very strong opinions about shock collars or vibration collars, and not just the use of them, but like the scenarios in which they are used, how they are employed, what kind of reinforcement is being used, right? Like I've already seen it. There's like so many different schools of thought on it, right? So there's no way that these people who love dogs, A, are like that some of them are not part of his community, and B, that they aren't slowly waking up to what's going on, that they're slowly starting to clock. And it might take a few more times, right? This might be the first ding in the side of the car, right? But once that first dent happens, the other ones come a lot more quickly. You're like, oh, wait, that doesn't sound right. And then maybe you do a little of your own research. Maybe you look somewhere besides like the snark subreddits for things, right? To see like, maybe, you know, like, am I crazy? So I think that there's like a little bit, maybe just like a mini domino effect that's going to happen from this, you know?
And she's also gay.
Oh.
Shiley Chapman, Line Trial Junkie, Card Index Dividers emoji, Pink Heart emoji, just gave 27 Canadian dollars and 99 cents. I've used an actual vibration collar on my dog for years and can say for certain that is not a reaction from vibration. I put it on myself, and even the highest setting causes zero pain, let alone enough to yelp. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Shay? I want to see what your full name is. Is it Shailene? Can I open it here?
Shaylee. Thank you, Shaylee. Yeah, I know the friends we have that use a shock and vibration collar. The dog only makes that sound when it's a shock. Some people say that the dog might be surprised by the vibration and make that sound, and maybe that's true. Maybe I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But it does seem very fishy, and his response doesn't seem great. And also the fact that, all the flying monkeys are out defending him. It's like clockwork. This super chat smells like maple syrup because it was paid for with Canadian dollars. Oh, I love maple syrup so much. I want to go to a sugar shack this early spring for sure. All right, let's get into the fun stuff from this episode, and then we'll show a little bit of the dog collar stuff, and then we'll play a little Subnautica just to take the edge off of the day. I'll probably go for another hour. That's my thought, and then I will pass out. Thank you again for letting me cry for the first half hour of this. You guys are great. You guys are great. All right, so here is Ethan. I think the first part that made me laugh out loud on the plane, because I got to watch basically the whole thing on the plane today, which was awesome. Literally couldn't do anything else. Here he is talking about fat necks.
His reaction, once again, isn't to run to his dog's defense, but to say, oh, it's a lot of neck meat, or whatever that means. I mean, it's still tight. I don't know what neck meat means.
Yeah. You know what neck meat means.
Dan?
You used to own a bunch.
Okay, well, okay. I take that as a compliment, Dan.
Facts are facts.
Wow. Hang on. Let me do this for a clip. Ethan Klein employee calls him fat to his face. You used to own a lot of neck fat.
It was kind of your thing.
But still,
yeah, the
but
fupa.
flesh is what the part that you're shocking.
No, I understand.
So that being a surplus of neck meat is an excuse for having a collar on tight.
Neck meat.
Right, Dan?
I guess, no, not really, no.
You just wanted to call me formerly fat.
I didn't. I just needed to chime in.
But well done, though.
Wait, tell me, and what's next? Ozempic, Ethan?
No, hold on. Did you not used
Fair
to
enough.
be very
No,
heavy set?
I take it as a compliment.
First of all, I love when people call fat people heavy set. I feel like it's such a boomer term for fat. Did you not used to be very heavy set? It's so funny. Oh, I love it.
Man,
And this is going to flow right into the massage part, which is so silly.
I've lost it.
There you go.
Look at that
I didn't mean I didn't mean no harm
It's
by it.
supple. There's no waddle at all.
I just saw an opening for a little goof.
By the way, I get a massage once a week.
What?
I know bougie.
Yeah,
This
that
is
is
so
bougie.
Lots of people do that. It's
No, I know
totally
lots of people do it, but
And
it's still
that's news
bougie.
to
But
us.
I like he does this thing, and I hate when he does it.
T-Steps, you have a Great Pyrenees. I love those dogs. I love gigantic dogs. I know I only have little tiny ones because I know for myself I would be terrible at the maintenance of a giant fluffy dog. Oh, Great Pyrenees or a Newfie, those are my favorite dogs to look at and touch, but not to own because I would just be terrible. Oh shit. There we go.
It's so humiliating because I have a little bit of loose skin, or I'm just not muscular. He does this thing where he goes like this.
Wait, really?
He waddles.
Honestly, that's I really do think that's mostly not having muscle tone, right? That is for the amount of weight he lost to have essentially no loose skin. That's why you do it low and slow, folks. That to me right there is proof that he did not do Ozempic. Because people doing Ozempic or gastric bypass or any of those bariatric surgeries, they are just with peace and love to anyone who's had one, depending on how much weight you lose it so fast. You can lose 100 pounds in less than a year. Your skin doesn't have time to retract, and you're just a bag of skin. And the fucked up thing is, insurance won't pay for you to have a fucking tuck, to have your skin tucked. So they don't care about your discomfort. They don't care about like the chafing or like the potential infections and things that could happen from having all of this loose skin. Nope. They just wanted you to get skinny and to take all your money. And now all your like 70 pounds of skin are your problem. It's crazy. Like, I think if you were going to make weight loss surgery as accessible as it is, you need to do the same for like full body tucks. Done in phases, right? But I think you really need to have both. A flappy ending is so funny.
I'm just not muscular. He does this thing where he goes like this.
Wait, really?
He
Why does he do
waddles
that?
my
He
fucking.
waddles you.
He waddles it on both hands. I think he thinks it makes it feel good or something, but I just feel like a fucking loose-skinned weirdo. He loves doing
So he
that.
goes like
Come
this?
on. That's not the intent. It's supposed to feel good,
no,
I'm
I
sure.
know it's not his intent.
Yeah.
He's
I have never, ever, I mean, I've gotten my share of massages, and I wish I had short sleeves on today. I have you could see it through the shirt. I got some serious bingo wings, right? Ain't nobody ever done that to me. Nobody's done this with my upper arm fat. That is crazy.
a very nice guy.
That's a crazy thing to do.
But it's just it strikes me as funny every time he does it.
Well, I can't wait because Ethan also said that he's going to have his masseur come in and do the arm flapping thing. So I can't wait for that. All right, next up is Ethan's impression of a French bulldog, which I also thought was very funny. Ethan is really at his best when he's like goblin mode hater ass bitch. He's so funny, just naturally. So here it is.
Lib ass, like, oh, dude, please don't get a Frenchie. I just would have fucked.
Imagine thinking that like not getting inbred dogs is a lib thing. Caring about how dogs are. I feel like caring about the way dogs are essentially mass produced and manufactured seems like something a socialist should care about. Because what is that about if not money? Oh, because you want a designer dog. So now it's lib shit. Now it's not something that you care about. Now it's something that nobody should care about. And they're stupid and they're a lib if they care about it. Meanwhile, puppy mills and these breeders just charging insane amounts for these unhealthy inbred dogs. That is a huge problem. Like, animal abuse is a huge problem. And it is a huge piece of the engine of capitalism. So for him to just be like, I don't care about it. Very, very interesting. If you don't care about like the health of dogs, you probably shouldn't have a fucking dog.
Article talking about how problematic they are. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know they have breathing problems. I know they're incredibly.
So why didn't he just say, yeah, I use a vibration collar or I use a shock collar. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I shocked my dog. I don't give a fuck. He's real bold when he's not on camera doing some wild shit.
Fucking inbred. I don't give a shit.
That is insanely callous.
What do you mean you don't?
There is actually like a serious issue with Frenchies being like.
They have a lot of health issues.
They're like born into suffering. You know, imagine being born and you.
It's like pugs too. Like all those flat-faced dogs. Some of them have to get like nose jobs so they can breathe. Like, it's horrible.
Can't breathe. You know, like, why? Oh, man, kill me.
That's the
essentially what Frenchies are
impression.
like.
Kill me. Hang on, let me rewind it.
Incredibly fucking inbred. I don't give a shit.
That is insanely callous.
What do you mean you don't?
There is actually like a serious issue with Frenchies being like.
They have a lot of health issues.
They're like born into suffering. You You know, imagine being born and you can't breathe. And you're like, why? Oh, man, kill me. That's essentially what Frenchies are like. They can't swim. They drop like bags of fucking bricks. But Frenchies are like.
I love that too.
They can't swim. They drop like bags of fucking bricks.
Wait, a dog that can't swim?
Frenchies can't swim. They fucking drown.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
They drop like a bag of
But the
fucking
callousness
bricks.
he exhibits.
Oh yeah. So I just love the kill me about poor Frenchies. So I'm gonna think about whenever I hear a Frenchie breathing on the streets now. Okay, another little silly part to keep the vibe up is Dan just saying wabba bowl over and over and over again. Did you guys hear it like the whole time? Oh my god.
Man, you guys never take me up on the lunch stuff.
I want to eat.
Wabba
Nobody.
bowl.
You want to go Wabba Bowl? I've been eating that with
Wabba?
love.
Wabba bowl.
Wabba Grill's
Wabba
good.
bowl.
There he goes. That's the first one. I think someone should do a wobble bowl counter because he does it like throughout the episode, just like in the background. But I'm not going to be doing that. So if you want to do a wobble bowl counter and throw it on Reddit, someone, that would be very cool.
Bowl.
You get like
Free
chicken,
idea.
Wabba bowl.
Yeah, do
veggies.
Wabba Grill.
Or do you wanna do that, Nate?
Brachiocephalic.
No, I'm
working.
Yeah.
Wabba bowl.
It's just, I don't know. It's
Wabba
like
bowl.
they got chicken teriyaki is like their main thing with rice and veggies.
Oh, that sounds great.
I get a
It's really
salmon.
good.
Let me tell you, I wish there was a waba near me because I want a fucking waba bowl immediately every time they talk about it now. A waba bowl.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
love
The
that.
sauce is bomb.
Yeah.
I
that
love
what you
that.
want?
So I get like a chicken teriyaki bowl
No, you want veggies or just straight up
with
with
veggies.
rice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, add some avocado on it, Ethan.
What is Lena here? Let's.
You want avocado?
No,
need
she's
suggestions.
busy on the call right now.
You never had it. I'm just helping you, bro.
I think Nate's just trying to help
don't
out,
need-
bro.
Avocado on my teriyaki bowl.
It's pretty good with the
Wabba
avocado.
bowl.
You should get the
Is
avocado.
Lena here who wants to take the lead on this?
Wabba bowl.
Waka waka. That's what.
Lena is indisposed. She's busy
Dan.
right
I
now.
will order.
Someone else.
Does anyone
will
else
order.
want some?
I'll
Well,
order.
Wabba
hold on. Are you plugged
bowl.
into the business one?
No.
Well, I don't. I'll buy it.
Okay. Well, I don't have like.
Teriyaki
Who's
madness.
logged
What
in,
the
AB?
fuck is that?
I'm not, but I can
They
get
said
the
it
login.
sucked. Oh no!
Okay.
I missed that part. I guess the plane
So
was
I
late.
want to. I want a
Wabba
Oh yeah, the
bowl.
distant ones are great. Hang on, there's another one.
wabba.
Wabba bowl.
That actually is a great recommendation. I love those. I haven't found a good place to
Wabba
get those.
bowl.
It's just so simple and it's so.
I used to go there and Love brought it back. Love started eating here.
Love the big-
I want a salmon bowl.
Big Wabba guy.
It's great.
Wait a minute. We can't do this without love. He's gonna be so sad.
I know.
Where is Love? Like I know they did the the silly go to Sweden thing, but did he like take a couple days off or something? He must have. Oh, wababo. Maybe that's why they did the whole thing. It was so good. That was just such a classic H3 moment.
Oh.
Well,
I know his order.
Where is
I
he?
can send it.
Oh yeah, I
Where
can
is
see.
he?
I've ordered with him. I can see his order.
Oh, he is
Bro,
there.
he
He
just-
is there.
Where? Yeah. What the hell?
Wababo.
You should get a Waba chicken veggie bowl, Ethan.
I ordered a teriyaki bowl with chicken and veggies, extra broccoli and
Did you hear
teriyaki.
Dan?
I ordered a.
Listen.
You should get a Waba
Wababo.
chicken veggie bowl, Ethan.
I ordered a teriyaki bowl with chicken and veggies, extra broccoli and teriyaki sauce.
It's Waba sauce.
Tom just-
I love
Wabba
broccoli
sauce, bro.
in
Get
It's-
any
it's Wabba
Asian,
sauce,
like
not
any
teriyaki
Asian
What you
cuisine.
will.
It's delicious.
Broccoli in any Asian cuisine when it just like soaks up all the sauce. So delicious. Broccoli is goated. I feel like broccoli is the best vegetable. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see if we get any more.
Call it what you will.
Well, it's Waba sauce.
So yeah, everyone get your order in. Thank you everybody for your.
This is like the new
participation today.
Ollie
Wabba.
London, which I loved when Dan would do Ollie London. Ollie London. Oh God, he's so funny. Dan has wabazoomies, yeah. Broccoli raw. I can't. I'm like okay on raw broccoli. Though. Roasted with lemon juice and garlic, or garlic powder even. Steamed and in a stir fry. Those are my two favorite. Oh, London. That's been my favorite for so long. Who's saying ew no to broccoli? Manasa? Broccoli in a stir fry is goated. Ooh, like broccoli cheddar soup. So good. Ooh, broiled it. I love that. Let's go, big nipples.
Habanero sriracha gave $2.
Hi,
False.
habanero sriracha.
Lemon cucumber is the best vegetable.
What the fuck is lemon cucumber? Hold on a second. I've never heard of that. Lemon cucumber. Am I going to find something stupid when I look it up? I feel like this would be considered a fruit. Is this just like a cross? No citrus flavor. They have prickly hairs on them. They taste like a regular cucumber. I've pickled them salads and sandwiches. Interesting. That's your favorite vegetable? I feel like you're just trying to be cool. Good one, Alex. Broccoli is top tier. I really like all the farty vegetables. I love Brussels sprouts. I love cabbage. Cauliflower? Hello? Roasted cauliflower? Oh my God. Ooh, maybe I'll make that tomorrow. I do like a roasted veggie salad. So you roast cauliflower. You can do broccoli too. I'll do broccoli, cauliflower, butternut squash, chickpeas, onions, roast it all. And then you put it over like massaged kale. Like you massage the kale with salt and olive oil and it gets like nice and soft. Put the veggies on top. Maple tahini dressing with apple cider vinegar. Guys, cauliflower is boring, but not like this. Not like this. Ooh, buffalo cauliflower is so good. General Tso's cauliflower is so good. Indian restaurants make the best cauliflower. It's like deep fried, and then they make it like sticky and spicy. Oh, so good. Yeah, we clap in cheeks. Thank you, Carissa.
Ward gave $2 Brassica is one of the best genera of plants.
Oh, 100%. Brassica kicks ass. Okay, so there's that. All right, here's another silly moment. This was a Nate moment where he kind of girl bossed too close to the sun on this one.
Love you too, Tom. You're a good man.
Family.
Wham.
Wham.
Wham. Womp, womp, womp.
Like, did you guys hear it? I didn't hear him say it the first time. You can hear him real quiet.
Womp. Womp, womp, womp.
What was that, Nate?
What did Nate say? Womtard?
Womp?
Womtard? We got to clip that, Zach. We got to clip that. 125-17.
What was that, Nate?
What did Nate say? Womtard?
Womtard?
Yeah, 125-21, Zachy.
Nate, I
would you
like
say
you,
that?
Nate. How
Oh my God.
Girl with a microphone is in chat.
Kabu just gave $4.99. I was allergic to fruits and veggies growing up.
Oh my
Being a chubby
God.
kid, my friends' parents didn't believe me. They were like, you can eat an apple.
Oh my God, you were allergic to fruits and veggies? Oh, that's awful. My niece and nephew can take down like 2 to 3 full-size cucumbers at one meal. That's all they want to eat. Oh, Womtard is crazy, Tom. And it would have been Womtord, not Womtard. Because he's like, I just switched the letters. It's like, no, you also changed the sound.
What was that, Nate?
what did Nate say?
Womtard.
Womtard?
Nate, I
would
like
say
you,
that.
Nate. How dare you?
Nate
I
screamed
switched the W and the
Womtard.
T's, and
screamed
I didn't realize
Womtard.
the T sounded like that.
Nate.
This is what happens when Zach's not here to speak for you.
Oh my God.
I've been hanging out with Tomorrow too much.
She is a bad influence on all of us. She is such a troublemaker.
Oh my God, they're so funny. I love that this show always respawns, right? Because people, it'll have its moments, right, where there's like a bump in the road or people leave and everyone's like, oh, this show's done, it's over, like this was the golden age and there's no coming back. And then they always come back because Ethan and Hila and Dan are really good at hiring cool people, right? There are so many cool creative people in LA. So I love that the energy that Tamara's bringing and Morgan is bringing. It's back. And Nate too, right? Nate is still pretty new. So, yeah, I just loved that moment as well. All right. So last, before we do a little bit of maybe like 40 minutes of Subnautica, I know it's not a lot. Maybe we'll play again tomorrow night. We'll see. I should play poker tomorrow night because I do want to do well in the tournament. All right. Okay. This is Ethan. So Ethan sent the video of Hasan and Kaya to his dog trainer without context, just to see what the dog trainer would say happened in the video, like his first guess, and what his other opinions might be about this situation. And so this is what Ethan's trainer had to say.
All the time. Of course he's not wearing this when he's not on a walk, right? And so my trainer, the one who recommended this to me, this is what they want, by the way, is me to be forced to defend myself to somehow change the conversation away from Hasan, but it's fine. Because we asked my trainer, I says, we showed him the video of Hasan with no context. And we asked, what do you think is happening? And he says, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And he says of shot collars, I don't like them. It's a cheat for not doing the work. Most people don't know how to use them, and your dog ends up fearing you. We never use them and never have.
I mean, if you believe that this is what happened, it does seem in that moment and in the other moments that have now come out that Kaya is, I don't know if the right term is afraid, right? But she doesn't seem free, right? She seems to be maybe overly trained, if not actually scared of Hasan. Kaya is absolutely scared of him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to believe that she's being like fully abused, you know? Tournament. Yeah, I do like a poker tournament with my friends. Long, lofty goals would be to play in the celebrity poker tournament someday. I think that'd be so fun. But I play weekly with my friends, like on Zoom and Poker Stars, and it's so fun. It's such a great time. A homeless dog has more freedom than Kaya. Yeah. It's like the influencer kid who raised their hand and the kid flinched. Does anyone remember that? Yes. In the grocery store, right? That was awful. I don't know if I would kick ass, but I have gotten a lot better in the last year. I've gotten a lot better at poker in the last year. I feel like my hair looks really cute right now. It was so dry in the desert. It was nice to be home with my shower, with the water I like, and the humidity and the moisture in the air and all my products. So, all right, let's watch the rest of this, and then we'll play some games.
Never in all caps with like 10 exclamation marks. It's not a trained dog. Train your dogs. Our dogs go to their beds on command and will stay there as long as we need. And then he said, he needs to send his dog to me. I can help them both. Poor dog is so stressed out, is what my trainer said.
So.
And my trainer knows his.
So this is with no context. With absolutely no context, according to Ethan. This dog training expert, unlike Anissa Joma, this dog training expert who does it for a living could see that Kaya is stressed out. I feel like that's not a good thing. I will remind everybody here that we are not snark, right? We do not weaponize public services organizations against people. right? We don't call CPS. We don't call the cops. We don't call the ASPCA. That is not what this community does. We are not the fucking police. We are not the world police, right? We are better than snark. We are better than snark. We can talk about it. We can have our opinions. We can be critical. But we ain't doing that. Exactly, Swish. We don't have to do that. Because what I don't want is to cultivate an audience like Denham's did, where she just played things uncritically and let the audience like whip themselves up into believing everything that Bad Empanada was saying because she wasn't challenging anything he said. And then someone that watches me goes and does and weaponizes some sort of system, some sort of carceral system against somebody, you know? I don't want that to be us. Oh yes, I do have the "nah, we ain't doing that" sound back. I gotta put that up here. So yeah. All right, I think that's it. If you want to see more, Ethan has a ton of clips in today's episode of past times where things have been sort of questionable with Hasan and Kaya on camera. Also him with another dog, at least one other dog, being weird with that dog. And then a lot of in-depth stuff about the shock collar itself. At this point, that's all speculation, right? Like, is it tape? Is it not? Is it even the right model? Like, again, I haven't independently verified any of it, and I am way too tired to do that. That is not of interest to me. I think it was pretty, to me, in my opinion, it was pretty clear that some sort of collar is the reason Kaya had that reaction. Because her foot didn't get clipped on anything that I could see. The still that Snark is using of her foot like this, she was like in the middle of jumping up. Her foot, if you watch the video at speed or even slowed down, there is no friction at all. She gets right up on there. It doesn't seem like she clipped anything on the side of the cot. She didn't lick at her paw. Good. Absolutely a good observation, Swish. You know? Like that, I was like, okay, well, let's see it. Like, let's watch it back. Maybe she did like snag something, right? You know, if she did, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe she wouldn't have been that loud, but yeah, I watched it and I was like, oh, she just jumps up. There was no snagging. Like you would have heard something too, you know? So yeah, there's that. Okay, I don't want you guys to be mad at me, but I'm so tired. I think I'll save Subnautica for tomorrow and we'll do just Subnautica tomorrow. Does that sound good? And then Friday, I'm going to do a spooky makeup look and read Frankenstein. We'll do another chapter of a chapter or two of Frankenstein. Oh no, I'm not going to be here Friday. Oh shit, fuck. All right. Spooky Times will come back next week. Spooky Times come back next week. I'm going to go get some rest. Piper, yeah, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do Subnautica earlier. We'll see. I miss doing this. This is fun. And maybe I can do a little Frankenstein from Vermont. We'll see. I won't have my full setup, but I will have my laptop at least. Maybe I can bring my mic, so at least we have a little something, you know? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Tell your friends about the show. We're trying to hit 10K. It's kind of slowed a little bit. We had a huge bump. And then I thought like, oh, we're getting close. And things have kind of like plateaued from what I'm seeing. So if you're really enjoying the show and you're still here, please subscribe. When we hit 10K, there will be memberships and a Discord and all of that. And I have it all set up. It's just got to get turned on. So if you're ready, I'm ready. And we'll get there. We will get there. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.